Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but before that don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Complication in Quinten Post's ascension reappeared during All-Star weekend. As the All-Star festivities came to the Bay Area last weekend, there was a vast abundance of spectacles for Golden State Warriors fans to behold. Steph Curry reappeared alongside Kevin Durant and James Harden to lead show to a championship in the NBA's first ever All-Star Game tournament. Buddy Hield put up a great showing in the three-point contest. Even Draymond Green, who was not an All-Star, stirred controversy with his comments related to the game, yet it was Tracy Jackson Davis who might have gone unnoticed this weekend, having been present as well in competing for Team C in the Rising Stars tournament. His team won the Rising Stars tournament and ultimately advanced to the All-Star bracket, where they were defeated 42-35 by the Curry Logs team. Jackson Davis had 2 points, 1 assist and 1 steal during the game. Quinten Post, after NG called up to the NBA roster in January and receiving a full professional contract in the wake of the Jimmy Butler trade, has ascended quickly to the upper echelon of Golden State's rotation. In 17 games, Post has averaged 7.5 points, 3.3 rebounds and 1.6 assists, and has had 4 games in which he has topped 20 minutes. He has shot 39.7% on three-point attempts, opening up the Warriors' offense and providing an element they desperately needed prior to the trade deadline. Yet Jackson Davis' appearance alongside blooming youngsters such as Stephen Castle and Zach Edey serves as a stark reminder of his potential and capability to be a difference maker on Golden State's roster. Jackson Davis has been dealing with a nagging knee injury, having only appeared in 5 of the Warriors' last 10 games. He's only topped 10 minutes in one of these games, further proving the effects of Post's ascension on his minutes. Jackson Davis has struggled at times this season against larger opposing centers, lacking their physicality to establish his presence in the paint. However, while the 6'9" big man certainly cannot space the floor at the level that Post can, he does provide an offensive explosiveness to Golden State that could be a boon to the team. While Jackson Davis has in some ways had an underwhelming start to his season with the Warriors, he is still only 24 and has displayed a skill set that carries much potential to grow. While head coach Steve Kerr is almost obligated to play Kevin Looney for his defensive presence and Post for his floor spacing ability, he and the team should not forget about Jackson Davis' development. Given the chance, he could make a serious push for starting minutes as the Warriors enter a race for the playoffs. Former top 10 pick makes himself available as free agent for Warriors to pursue as the Golden State Warriors look to fill out the rest of their roster following their blockbuster trade for Jimmy Butler. There's a strong argument to be made that another point guard option is a real element they should be considering. Their Warriors traded away Dennis Schroeder in the Butler trade, and while the veteran guard never found his best during a less than 2-month stint with the franchise, it does leave a stark lack of point guard depth on the roster. Stephen Curry is now the only designated point guard Golden State has on a standard contract, with Pate Spencer currently occupying a 2-way deal. The Warriors have been left with Butler, Draymond Green and Brandon Podmski as their main ball handlers outside of Curry, something that's worked well so far, but nevertheless remains a concern if the Warriors do want to look at the free agency market to acquire point guard depth. Then the list of available options has just been bolstered by the expected NBA return of a former top 10 pick. According to NBA insider Chris Haynes, dynamic guard Dennis Smith Jr. is leaving Real Madrid amid hopes of a return to the league. Smith played with the Brooklyn Nets last season, having appeared in 56 games, 2 starts where he averaged 6.6 points, 2.9 rebounds and 3.6 assists in 18.9 minutes per game. Originally the 9th overall pick of the Dallas Mavericks in the 2017 NBA draft, Smith has played for 6 different franchises across a 326-game career to date. The 27-year-old's debut season remains his best in the league, having finished 5th in Rook of the Year voting after averaging 15.2 points, 3.8 rebounds and 5.2 assists per game since Since then it's been a struggle for Smith, with his elite athleticism often outweighed by a lack of shooting ability that's seen him nail less than 30% from three-point range in his career. Smith only appeared in 2 games for Real Madrid, with another NBA opportunity surely lined up if he's willing to leave the team just a month after signing. Golden are currently one of only 4 teams in the league with multiple roster spots available. The Warriors are already set to take a gamble on another talented former top 10 pick in Kevin Knox following the All-Star break, so why not double down with another reclamation project given their need for a DT? Onel point guard depth Buddy Hield has the chance to do the funniest thing when he represents the Golden State Warriors in the three-point contest at All-Star Weekend on Saturday night. Hield will compete alongside a number of the league's noted perimeter snipers, including Damian Lillard, Tyler Harrow, Jalen Brunson, Norman Powell, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham and Cam Johnson. The 31-year-old will enter on the back of some full shooting form after a hot start to the season, having shot 31.4% from beyond the arc since the start of December and subsequently losing his place in Steve Kerr's starting lineup prior to Thursday's win over the Houston Rockets. While Warrior fans will have the chance to cheer on Hield in the three-point contest, there may even be an element of frustration if he manages to turn around his slump and actually win the competition. He and 6 other competitors will be looking to take the crown from Lillard, who enters this contest as the back-to-back defending champion. Analyst believes Kevin Durant could still rejoin Warriors. Some fans were elated when rumors of Kevin Durant returning to the Golden State Warriors emerged a few weeks ago. Those rumors never developed into anything substantial, and Durant said he didn't wish to leave the Suns, but people are still talking about this possibility, and some feel that Durant and the Warriors remain on a course to reconciliation. Speaking on 95.7 The Game, Nick Farrell said he thinks Durant will return to their Warriors soon. I still absolutely believe that a reconciliation is possible, that a reunion with KD and Stephen Kerr, and we'll see what happens with Draymond. I think it can happen because the respect is the final, said right before the trade deadline. The rumors about Durant coming back to Golden State were everywhere. The team's front office allegedly attempted to put a deal together, but it ended up going nowhere, and Durant said he wanted to remain with the Suns at least for the rest of the season. That means he could be swayed in their summer to head to Golden State. Even though there are stories of him being unhappy with the team and not on good terms with Draymond Green, but Fall said there is respect among everyone involved and that will count for a lot. However, is a move for Durant even possible right now, especially since the Warriors recently acquired Jimmy Butler? The truth is that multiple teams would attempt to get Durant if he and the Suns decided to part ways. A return to the Warriors might be most exciting, but Gold State will have tons of competition. And you fan, what do you think of Kevin Durant's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.